sound or terrifying little animal juice is a pink monster with a gigantic name. In the event that you set it in the position where the planetary gathering is, it would relax to the circle of Jupiter. It's tremendous, extraordinarily shaky, and appears to be prepared to detonate. Scarab juice could probably detonate at any second. The VIP horrendous minimal creature juice is both animating and confusing. This purple, huge, colossal name inside the Orion get-together of stars showed uncommon behavior when it got fainter in late 2019 and mid-2020 than at any other time in over 100 years. It immediately turned out to be nearly as blackout as bug juice, Orion's third most unbelievable star. The dumbfounding darkening turned into the sign of this event. In any case, alarming minimal creature juice has since recaptured its quality, changing into the most splendid monstrous name in Orion for a few days this year, more impressive than any other time in memory. Speculation about its looming obliteration as an impact arose due to these events. But is there any proof for this thought? Will the red, huge VIP scarab juice detonate during our lifetime? What effect would such an impact have on Earthlings like us? Join us as we explore the inclining effect of the disagreeable little animal juice's bombastic impact and the caution from Brian Cox. Brian Cox cautions that since humans might be the only sentient species in our system, wiping out our progression could have devastating results for the whole world. Cox delves into the Goldilocks hypothesis of the universe, stressing the cautious conditions over billions of years that made Earth livable for life to emerge. Despite the fact that the star at the focal point of our planetary gathering has not gone through tremendous changes in nearly 4 billion years, experts estimate that it's partway through its life cycle. At present, it changes 4 million tons of helium into energy through fusion, converting 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium each second. This warm plasmasphere is the fundamental power supply for life on Earth. Yet experts expect it will dissipate in around 5 billion years, causing a sizable change in the universe. Cox revealed how this may unfold within the BBC's Wonders of the Universe series. You might think the universe is static, but stars are inherently transient parts of the sky. Despite shining brightly for thousands or even billions of years, their future is limited by their ability to consume hydrogen. A star like our Sun begins to evolve as it approaches its demise. When its hydrogen runs out, however, it doesn't die peacefully. The Sun will not just evaporate like a ghost when its life ends. Its external layers will expand as its fuel runs low, and its core will collapse, generating more heat. Cox warns that the Sun's changes will affect Earth much earlier. He explained that this could, unfortunately, impact our fragile planet in roughly 1 billion years. There may be one last perfect day on Earth as the planet gets hotter. However, in the end, all life will not survive. The Sun will have expanded to where it fills the entire horizon. Long after human life has evaporated, its last groundbreaking stage will see it transform into a red giant. At any rate, the Sun will continue to evolve even after humanity has vanished. Our world may not make it this far, but if it does, it will likely be a charred rock. In 6 billion years, our Sun will explode, releasing vast amounts of fuel and dust into space to form a massive cloud. It will be a faint ash at its center, a shadow of its former magnificence and size, smaller than Earth. Our Sun will have transformed into a white dwarf. Although this process will likely make life on Earth impossible, NASA's New Horizons mission pioneer Dr. Alan Stern suggests it could also create habitable worlds in the coldest regions of space. Dr. Stern believes that any survivors might find safety on Pluto and other distant dwarf planets within the Kuiper Belt, an area of icy objects beyond Neptune. These worlds' conditions will inevitably change as the Sun evolves, transforming them into potentially habitable planets. Most stars exist in a steady state, shining with consistent brightness. However, there are exceptions. Some stars, known as variable stars, experience changes in brightness. The most famous is Mira, often referred to as the Star of Wonder. First studied in 1596 by German minister David Fabricius as a variable star, Mira is a pulsating star that periodically expands and contracts. Another example is Algol, which exhibits periodic eclipses from a companion star. Around 30% of these variable stars are visible to the naked eye, though it takes expertise to detect their changes in brightness. You undoubtedly know about the undesirable Betelgeuse, even if you don't know the term. It's one of the brightest stars in the night sky, forming a significant part of the Orion constellation. Ghastly Betelgeuse is a red giant so massive that it could easily engulf Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and possibly Jupiter if it were at the center of our planetary system. It's far from us, yet we can still observe it due to its size and brightness. It's about 400 light-years away, according to the best estimates, though this range could extend to 600 light-years. The most brilliant of the variable stars, repulsive little animal juice, is the fifth brightest star, close to the Sun. This star occasionally changes in brightness, sometimes nearly matching the brightness of Rigel, Orion's fourth brightest blue star. Although not as steady or regular as Mira, the brightness changes are still noticeable. Occasionally, a star can suddenly become incredibly bright. These supernovae are the brightest and rarest such events. They may result from a star violently exploding at the end of its life, potentially becoming so bright that it can be seen during the day. Such events have only occurred a few times in the last 1,000 years. Astronomers dream of observing a nearby supernova, an event so rare that only a few people may ever witness it. This epic star has consistently fascinated astronomers since the dawn of space science. They've noted Betelgeuse because it's so prominent and easy to recognize. Consequently, we have a significant understanding of it. Despite being young, under 10 million years old compared to the Sun's 4.6 billion years, massive red giants like Betelgeuse have short lifespans as they burn their fuel quickly. In a universe where 10 million years is just a blink, everything is relative. However, scientists have long said that Betelgeuse's spectacular finale could occur at any time. Stars a few times more massive than our Sun tend to collapse under their own weight and pass on. Once their hydrogen and helium fuel is drained, when Betelgeuse, otherwise called scarab juice, arrives at the finish of its life, it is normal to go supernova. This dramatic blast will release immense energy and material into space, possibly creating new stars and planets from the remnants. The event would be visible even during the day and could outshine the full moon for weeks. Astronomers closely monitor Betelgeuse not only because of its fascinating behavior but also because its supernova would provide a rare opportunity to study such a phenomenon in detail. The star's relative proximity, around 400 to 600 light-years away, ensures that its explosion would not pose a direct threat to Earth. However, it would offer invaluable insights into stellar evolution and the cosmic recycling of matter. Despite its eventual demise, Betelgeuse's story reflects the dynamic nature of the universe. Stars like it play a crucial role in the cosmic cycle, forging heavy elements in their cores and scattering them into space through supernovae. These elements become the building blocks for new stars, planets, and even life itself. Brian Cox and other scientists stress that while the death of stars like Betelgeuse may seem catastrophic, it is also a fundamental part of the universe's cycle of renewal. Such events remind us of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth and the intricate interconnections of the cosmos. The Sun, while much smaller than Betelgeuse, will follow a different path toward the end of its life. After exhausting its hydrogen, it will expand into a red giant, engulfing the inner planets. Eventually, it will shed its outer layers, leaving behind a white dwarf, a dense, dim remnant of its former self. This transition will mark the end of the Sun's role as the primary energy source for our solar system. In the far future, as humanity contemplates its place in the universe, the stories of stars like Betelgeuse and the Sun will continue to inspire wonder and curiosity. They remind us of the transient nature of existence and the enduring beauty of cosmic creation and destruction. Betelgeuse begins hoarding heavier elements in its core, which leads it to collapse and develop ever higher temperatures and densities. Eventually, the star is forced to eject its outer layers into space. Through this process, some speculate that once Betelgeuse explodes, it will be so bright that it will appear as a second moon in the sky. Betelgeuse, a variable star, experienced a surprising dimming in 2021, fading by almost 60% in just a few months. This was likely caused by a cloud of gas and dust. Stars like Betelgeuse are constantly shedding material. Part of the star was obscured by a mass of fuel in its stellar wind. Images of the star showed its southernmost region lacking brightness. Stars like Betelgeuse have weather conditions that can cause such changes. Currently, Betelgeuse is about half as bright as expected, but we still don't fully understand what caused the sudden dimming. However, it seems unlikely that an imminent cosmic explosion is about to occur. These variations in brightness are surface phenomena. The increased brightness could be due to the same dust cloud reflecting light back toward us. Still, astronomers are excited because we cannot be certain when Betelgeuse will explode. The star is 15 to 20 times more massive than the Sun, and stars of this mass are expected to end their lives in a spectacular way. A supernova. Since Betelgeuse is so massive, its life cycle is nearly complete. However, it is still roughly 1 million years away from its expected explosion. For astronomers, this is a brief amount of time. Stars like Betelgeuse are still young in the grand scheme of cosmic time, giving scientists a limited window to study them before they end in a brilliant burst of energy. Betelgeuse is one of the most fascinating stars in the night sky due to its erratic behavior. Although it has captured the imagination of astronomers and the public alike, its future remains a mystery.